Cheers and welcome to Bitter Reality Brewing. This is the Bourbon Barrel-Aged Pumpkin Lager. Not ale, lager. But yeah.
It's really clear. It's got a nice color to it.
Yeah. Very beautiful copper. I'm not even gonna say it's not red, it's
I'd
copper.
say copper.
It's very
Like a dark
copper.
copper.
Very, very beautiful copper. Worked really hard on this bad boy.
It's a lot of spice.
Yeah, it's got a lot of spice in here. I'm not gonna go over the recipe. You're gonna have to go check the first brew out where I brewed it. I'll put it up here. But I'm still on the vanilla and the bourbon. I may or may not add a hint more based on our taste test tonight.
Okay.
I need to move it to the other keg. I've been letting it sit on oak spirals. I did not age it in an actual bourbon barrel. I added bourbon, I added vanilla. I took the little spirals, 2 oak spirals, and I baked them at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes to ensure nothing was on them alive. You never know. And I threw them in a keg, purged the CO2, and then moved the pumpkin ale on top of it. It's been sitting there for 3 weeks now.
Okay,
So
pretty good.
yeah, I was gonna go a week, but it's tasting freaking good. And every time I want to transfer it, I get busy and it tastes better each time, I think. So got a lot of pumpkin spice. The pumpkin spice I did not custom do this time. I bought it from Whole Foods, organic pumpkin spice. I did add, you'll have to check out the brew video, a crap load of Tangelo zest. And I added the bourbon using a syringe specifically for beer with a very large needle. And I measured everything by the milliliters. We'll put the measurements up there somewhere, but vanilla and bourbon are in here, and it's a 5-gallon keg. I'm just gonna sit back and smell it. Yeah.
So much spice going on. Yeah.
But you can smell a hint of bourbon. You could maybe get vanilla. You definitely get the spices.
Yeah, you get the
nutmeg, the ginger, little clove, definitely clove.
Lots of
the
clove, which I like. I'm very big on clove.
Why did I do a lager? I used to only do ale. And I've changed to going to lager. I love the ale. Ale is so in your face, like bam. But the lager is smooth.
This is, I think, a good choice.
Yeah, it's smooth. And no offense, but I like to cater to the men and the women. And the women seem to like the lagers over the ales. So this caters to both, because I haven't had a guy complain about a lager, but I've had women complain about ales.
With how much is going on, I think the smoother lager makes more sense.
Yeah, and I'll put the ABV up here somewhere. I think it's like 7.6. I tried to keep it under control this year, not go like 8 or 9.
It's still high, but okay.
So,
It's really freaking good.
oh God. Yes. Yes. And special edition. Our audio might get goofy because we're double recording, but this is a pumpkin lager I made 2 years ago. Not bourbon barrel aged, but it did have bourbon vanilla in it, just not bourbon. And I've been drinking these slowly over the years, or over the year and a half, so I know it's still good.
Just to comment real quick, the spice, fantastic. The vanilla does come out in it, actually. I don't think you need to add any more, really.
Yeah.
Unless you want more
No,
forward vanilla.
I was worried, but it's mellowing out and it's getting very complex, but smooth.
What's happening is it kind of tastes like almost like a pumpkin bread that's carrying it as like the base.
Yes, because I did use, I can't remember if it was biscuit or biscuit honey. I'm trying to remember, but I think it's biscuit
Like
honey.
that's definitely the base in there. You can taste that throughout as it's changing.
You're right, it's more like pumpkin bread. Yeah. I'm gonna try the old one. Okay, the spice is nothing, it's like mild.
It smells like apple juice, kind of.
We should have taste tested this first. It's a nice pumpkin lager, but it's super smooth. Super light. Super light. And this is gosh, I can't remember.
Oh.
It's like 8.7 or 9.1, so it's even stronger.
Really?
Yeah, but it tastes much lighter. Much lighter. I've gotten better and better over the years.
You know what? This tastes like what is it? Boston Lager people.
Oh, the Amber Ale?
What's the brand? It's like
Sam Adams.
Sam Adams. Okay, it tastes like an actually nice Sam Adams. Like it's like a little step above. Like, oh, they came up with a special thing in a variety pack, and this was their standout. I get a lot more like just pumpkin in it.
Yep. And now here's the thing. I used 6 pounds of pumpkin in there, and I got diminishing returns. This one I only used 4 pounds.
I think between the two, I like this one more.
I like this one a lot more.
It's a lot more interesting.
It's got so much going on. It will mellow out a little bit, not quite as mellow as that, But yeah, this
This
is
is very, very mellow, very easy to drink, despite the high ABV.
But I've been drinking these off and on for the 2 years since I brewed them. And this is the last bottle. I kept this just for this and I forgot. So that's why I pulled it out. We should have sipped that first.
Yeah, should have.
This has just got so much more going on. I have the pumpkin ale too. I have one of those, but we don't have time for that. So we'll let that go. And the pumpkin ale does stand out more than the lager, but not as smooth. And this is smooth with a lot going on.
I think if I was to change anything, maybe you could add a little bit more of the bourbon, but I also don't want to like throw it off.
I thought about the vanilla, but the vanilla is standing out more. I don't want the bourbon because I still get a linger of bourbon on my tongue later, and I don't want that to linger too much.
Okay.
I don't want people going home craving bourbon.
That's
Because
fair.
yeah,
That's fair.
during Halloween, I'm gonna have this on tap in an igulu for people, adults, to help themselves to some free beer. Gonna have this, the bourbon barrel aged pumpkin lager. Gonna have a Rice Krispie treat lager and a Dunkel, which is going to be a carrot cake lager using amaretti. So, gonna have a lot of fun on Halloween. I've already taken the day off and the day after.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, amazing, amazing pumpkin lager. I was afraid I was gonna not make it as strong in flavor and aroma while keeping
No.
it smooth, but
You
it's got
nailed
a
it.
lot
It's
going
good.
on. Cheers, appreciate you. Have a happy, happy Halloween.
Happy
Be
Halloween.
safe. Yeah, this is nice. This is awesome.
Yeah.